Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see if this works. Set reminder. It is that reminder. It is on. It should be up. It should be. Yep. Okay, let's undo that and pop the chat out and hope that it goes live. Hope that it went live. Hope that somebody fucking shows up and watches this nonsense because it's been a really shitty day. So hopefully somebody is here in the chat and doing the dang thing. I'm on the alternate window here on my other account saying what up in the chat. And I should see a thing that says what up here in somewhere, maybe, something. What's good, internet? It's been kind of a day, and there goes the chat. A little bit of a delay there from there to there to there to there to there. Figured I would do a little bit of a Q&A here because I didn't have a video today because I woke up and I could not get up. Something in my inner ear was fucked up, and I was laying there for most of the day, which was not like vertigo. It's a problem. So I'm still a little bit dizzy at this point, which is not great. I don't like it. But I'm here to talk to you guys about whatever. Macho Man and Hulk Hogan in a burning house. Who do I save if they're both alive? Because obviously Macho right now isn't. But if this was like 10 years ago, I'm going to save Macho Man. Come on now. Come on. So, who's in the chat here? We got Zane, we got Braden, Richard, Javari, JJ Hunt, Ayo, Claps, Scotty Nations. All play all day, says Minecraft. Steve is in Smash Bros. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But no Waluigi. So, figure that shit out. What the hell? Javari, what's up? Harley Quinn, or my wife, Harley Quinn, what's good? Mr. Krabs says my favorite wrestling video game is, I'd say, a tie-up between No Mercy and Here Comes the Pain. I see you in here, Elijah. I do. My glasses on. Honestly, I'm not sure if the glasses make this worse, make me like more dizzy or less dizzy, or it's been a long day. And so my apologies, but I do film videos daily. So if I'm not feeling well enough to be able to get out of bed, then I can't film a video. So I was like, you know what, let me just put on the live chat here and talk to you guys about some things. Brando asked if I enjoy what's going on with Alexa Bliss right now. Yes, they are doing a nice slow burn with Alexa. I don't know what the end game is with that angle, with that whole thing with her and Fiend, but the slow burn, much like the Roman Reigns slow burn, is effective, and I do enjoy it a lot. I'm not seeing stars, thankfully, but I was pretty much in bed for half the fucking day, and that not good, man. Not good. Like, I got up and like the room was like spinning because there's crystals in your ear like canal, and if those crystals get in the wrong spot, then it tells your brain that you're moving even when you aren't moving, and that disconnect makes you super fucking dizzy. Wouldn't recommend it. Don't know what I did when I was asleep, but that's kind of what happened with that. What's going on, Alex? Nolan? No, it happened in my sleep. I did not get a concussion. I didn't hit my head on anything. I don't think. I was sleeping. And I did like the exercises to kind of, fix it. And it's kind of fixed. I can actually sit in a chair now, so that's helpful. But I'm still kind of like whatever that means. Favorite anime is still probably One Piece, because, motherfucking One Piece. But it's, not going to be over for a while. I'd say favorite anime from this past just ending season, Decadence, is fantastic. Go watch it. And I have not seen the first episode of that new Higurashi yet, but I'm a huge fan of that franchise, so I'm looking forward to watching that whole new version of Higurashi When They Cry. Favorite wrestler, Cesaro. Who's more of a douche, Vanilla Ice or Fred Durst? I'll give Vanilla Ice that tier there because he was doing it longer and he's got the crown on that. The week so far, what the hell's today? Thursday? This week has been okay until today. And today has been not like I lost a whole day. It's just gone, man. It's just gone. Goodbye. Like it's 6 o'clock right now here, and I've done nothing today. I didn't play any games. I didn't record any videos. Just nothing, man. Shit sucks. What do we got here? My thoughts on the new Peter Parker face in Spider-Man. I'm not gonna play the remaster, so it does not affect me at all. Like, I'm gonna play the new one, but I already played that game and I finished it. So I'm not gonna play it again just to have it in a higher frame rate, load time, resolution. So that's not a concern to me. So yeah, his face is different, and okay, sure, man. Look, it's a remaster. These things happen. But I'm not that concerned about it. Am I gonna play FIFA? I don't watch soccer, so no, probably not. What's going on, Walter? What's going on, SFP Doggy? My thoughts on Among Us is that I don't have the friends to have the knowledge to have everything hooked up to play that game properly. To get me and Grim and Al and Doohop and Rod and Todd all in a room, that would be an awesome video. But from a technical perspective, making that happen is damn near impossible. I would love to, but, and again, we're in a pandemic. We shouldn't be in the same room right now. And over the internet with them, no, man, they're not that there on the internet stuff. It's just, it's rough, man. It's rough. But yes, that would be a cool video. But you know, it's kind of not gonna happen. At least not anytime soon. At some point, maybe, but I can't make any promises on Among Us. PS5 or Xbox Series X, I'm buying both. I have pre-orders for both consoles locked in at Walmart and Amazon. So one of those two is going to ship me both consoles, perhaps on the same day. Perhaps you can feel the bang. So that's happening November. I am locked in on launch for those two. And my choices, you know, like which one's going to be better? It depends on what kind of games that you want to play, I guess. I don't know, man. What do we got here? A match between CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Shawn Michaels. Triple threat? That is a very confusing question. But generally, if CM Punk came back for one more match, he'd be losing. Like, if you're at the end of your career, or if you've already retired and you come back, you should be losing to put over the guys who are there permanently, right? Like, it's called paying it forward to the future. So if you have somebody who's a legend, say if we have The Rock come back to fight Roman Reigns to be the chief, Roman should win that, because Roman's going to be there every week. Rock is not going to be. So that's kind of how things should work. Will I play Crash Bandicoot? As long as GameFly ships me a copy, and that should hopefully happen tomorrow. They did ship me a copy of Star Wars Rogue, whatever it's called, Star Wars Squadrons, shipped out today. So tomorrow they should ship out Crash Bandicoot. Fingers crossed. I can't guarantee it because it's GameFly, but fingers crossed. Am I sick of 2K Battlegrounds? I mean, I think it's like playing it for videos is fine. I think looking at people who are watching those videos, that number gets lower and lower every day. So it seems like all of y'all are sick of me doing it, but we'll see. The plan is as long as I get up tomorrow and I'm not super fucking dizzy, then I'll do a video on that tomorrow, continuing the campaign for Pain. We'll see. My thoughts of Ryback threatening lawsuit on his trademarks. Like, you have to know that when you go work there for the Fed, for, you know, up north, for WWE, they're going to buy, or they're going to own those trademarks. And when you leave, they still own those trademarks. So trying to get them is not really, I mean, you can try. Cody is trying. But WWE has a very, 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 that was not me stuttering. That was very, 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 very good legal team. So going up against Mick Divot and their team is not advisable. So, you know, there's that. When do capture cards go up to 120 frames? I guess the question I have is, does YouTube support 120 frames? Do they have a higher frame rate option on, or a higher hertz option on YouTube? Is there an incentive to have that? Because if your monitor or your TV does not support a higher higher frequency, then having the video be 120 frames is not going to matter if you can't see it on the monitor. Now, mine is 144 that I just bought. So I don't think that Elgato is necessarily going to be aiming for that, at least not in the near future. They just got to 4K on, like, the home setup, on, like, the box, right? So they just got to 4K. I would say give them a little bit to get to a higher frame rate. But, you know. Will I play Pro Evolution Soccer this year? Again, I don't watch soccer or care about the footy, so I wouldn't bet on it. Wouldn't bet on it. Thoughts on The Rock as the owner of the XFL? I don't know that that's going to save the XFL for a reboot, but Rock is generally a smart guy, and he generally makes good moves and good investments. Never mind Baywatch, besides that, but he generally makes the right moves with his production company. So if his move was to get this thing and he wants to aim higher, then I'm never going to count out The Rock on any new ventures, because it's The Rock. But again, it's also still the XFL. And from what I heard, they were doing all right this time around until pandemic. You know, could not have seen that coming at any point. Do I still talk to Grim? Yeah, man. At least once a week to film Pixels. You should watch Pixels. It's out every fucking week. We have not stopped. It's been 8.5 years. Almost 9 years. We've missed like 2 weeks in like 9 years. So yeah, watch Pixels, please. Do me a favor and watch the show. We're still doing it. We're still making it. This week is Fight Crab on the Switch. And that was a fun video to film. My thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077 are quite simple. I wish I could find a fucking RTX 3080 to put in this PC and have that game look awesome with the ray tracing. But I have not found that just yet. Now, granted, we have a good month and a half until that game's out. So maybe, just maybe, I'll find one before that game's out. And certainly, I'll be playing it on the Xbox Series X to make Grim play it. But for me, and for videos, and for ray tracing, I really want a 3080 to make that game look its best. Absolutely. Absolutely. Am I going to play NBA? Like, those videos are just me and Grim making ball jokes, and it's kind of the same ball jokes. And we've done like 2 of those. Like a third seems kind of inconsequential at the moment. But give us a few years, and we'll get back to it. I don't know, man. What happened to Fire Pro? Not enough people were watching Fire Pro. But don't worry, there's going to be more Fire Pro. And I bought the Movecraft. So I now have the Movecraft, and with the Movecraft, I can get more guys like Star Fox with the right Star Fox face, and that should be awesome. And my chair is kind of squeaking here, but perhaps the mic's good enough where you're not going to hear it. The 3080 at the baseline is $699 US. They have ones that are more than that, but the baseline is $700. And I have that in the budget for this year because I need to have tax write-offs for this year. In terms of any kind of collaborations for me and anybody on the internet, my understanding is most other wrestling game YouTubers don't particularly like me or Grim, so we kind of keep to ourselves, more or less. But we've been very kind of vocal on, well, I've been very vocal on not going to any of the press events, and I don't believe in that kind of coverage for me, who's trying to remain authentic and have integrity. So I'm not really on, I never, like, beside, like, I've talked and obviously met Tubby, you know, and he's cool. But, you know, shit happens. Yes, the chair could use some WD-40 here. It's squeaking and it's pissing me off. But, PS5 or Xbox, I'm buying them both. Buying them both. No, yeah, in terms of UFC, I played it for a week, and the video views went down, and I sent it back to GameFly. So, you know, that's kind of how that goes. I was not going to buy UFC. Not happening. The videos with Ecomog, he had moved to California, and I'm in New Jersey. And I think he's now back in Philadelphia, but pandemic. So if this whole thing can calm down a little bit in the world, then perhaps we can get back together and film videos. And I was hoping to do videos with him over the internet with Spelunky. But they just launched the PC version of that game, and it does not have the online co-op, which is the whole point of me and him playing over the internet Spelunky 2. So, fingers crossed. But yes, we stopped because he moved across the country. But I think he's back now. I'm pretty sure. When will Grime be back on GTS? Again, we're in a pandemic, and I'm trying to avoid any kind of unnecessary gatherings with other people that might get me any kind of infection. And so once that is all hopefully situated, then, you know, Grime will appear where you least expect him. Sweet, sassy, Molassy. The rumors of the Switch getting a new model that does 4K. If they do it, I'm going to buy one. That's kind of, if there's new hardware, I'm going to buy one. That's kind of what I do. The thing with the 3080s having problems is with the capacitors and certain models and the power fluctuations therein. I've been very carefully watching all of that. It seems like buying the one from NVIDIA is going to be okay, but some of those partner models perhaps not as much because of how they laid out their capacitors on the back of the board, on the back of the chip. So yeah, I've definitely been keeping an eye on that scenario. But they aren't broken. It's just if you want to go and overclock them, they're not going to overclock without crashing because of the way that they laid out the 6 different things on the back of the deal there. Warhammer 40K asks Nightlord, I've only ever played Space Marine on PS3. was okay, but I'm not very familiar with that franchise otherwise. But I did play and finish Space Marine. It was all right. In terms of third-person action game type things. Can I play 2K20? Why? Why? It's not a good video game. Like, people are still playing that game online, and I don't understand why. Like, if you're playing online, that means you have PS Plus. And every month, PS Plus gives you more video games. So why would you still play 2K20? At this point, I don't understand. I don't get it. The next game that Grim is playing this week is Fight Crab on the Nintendo Switch. And spoiler, he had fun. It's a good video. If you are on Patreon, it's already up. It's already live on Patreon. Will The Rock fight Roman at Mania, asks V-Man. I would like to think that they would save The Rock for having an actual crowd, but if we're still in the middle of a pandemic and The Rock's stuck not filming movies, then sure, I can see him wanting to get involved there. I think at some point that match is going to happen, but next year I'd say maybe. Wouldn't count on it. Should you upgrade your TV for the Series X and PS5? What kind of... Are you already on 4K? And do you have the HDR? Because at some point, when we have proper HDMI 2.1 stuff, then we think about, all right, what supports the VRR? What supports, there's things that are on that HDMI 2.1 spec that I don't think are in TVs yet. And so at some point that's going to be worth upgrading to, but I don't know that any games in the first year of those consoles are going to support those features. So if you just got a TV and it's already 4K and it does HDR, then you should be good for the time being. Now, as far as the higher frame rates and that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, if your TV is still 720p, that's a problem. That's a problem. Do I play Smash? No, I don't. Am I excited for Steve? I don't care. But I'm still mad we didn't get Waluigi. Give us Waluigi. Wah! I'm not gonna win. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Fuck. Chill. Don't be dizzy. I'm okay. Cameron here wants to hear Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, that one kind of hurts. I did play Detroit, yes, on my own time, and I finished it. It was pretty good. Do I think the Yakuza games are any good? Yes, because they are. I own them all. They're fucking amazing. And I am very, very hype for the new one coming out on launch day, the 10th of November, same day as Xbox One X. So yes, very hype for more Yakuza. Hell yes, every goddamn day of the week. In terms of wrestling, who has... Oh, in terms of wrestling YouTubers, who has the most heat? I mean, the heat with me or just heat in general? Because I don't talk to anybody else besides Grim. And occasionally, Tubby. That's kind of it. So I keep in my own little bubble there, in terms of what I do. Do I want to do a GTA 5 story mode series? That game is like 7 years old. Like, everyone's seen that story. I would certainly not mind doing a GTA Online series if the promise of the PS5 launching with that for free, if the load times are like nothing, then yes, I would love to do a series on the online if they fix the fucking load times, because they are atrocious. Even on my computer on SSD, they're fucking atrocious. So fix the load times, and then we're talking. But again, we'll see in November. Not quite there yet. If your TV is 1080p, I would have a hard time recommending the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, because you're not going to get the full benefit of those consoles. Have I had any problems with 2K Battlegrounds? I had the frame rate get real bad like twice, but it's worked way better than last year's game ever did. Ever. Because goddamn. How much longer am I going to do YouTube, and will I ever hit 100K? I have said for a long time, can't stop, won't stop, don't care, you can't stop me. But, like, I'm looking at one goal at a time. Let's hit 80,000 first, and then even start thinking about, like, 82, 85. Been doing this for a long fucking time. And as long as there are new video games that I'm going to want to play and talk about, then I'm not going nowhere. Even as the views get worse and worse and worse, I'm not going nowhere. Because here's the secret. I spent my time playing games and watching wrestling and talking about them excessively to anybody who would listen in real life. Now I have an outlet here on the internet. So, there is that. I have not unlocked John Cena yet. And don't you worry, once John Cena is unlocked, a certain professional will definitely return to challenge Grim as John Cena. But I'm not quite there yet. As far as Damian Priest getting called up, it's too early, man. It is too early. I mean, maybe if he loses this Sunday, sure. But I don't know, man. I just don't see it happening. We'll see. What's going on, Suplex City? When will the live crowd return to WWE? That's a very good question. Will it be soon? Look, man. A lot of things need to happen in the world for that to take place. And I don't think we're quite there just yet. There still is not a vaccine. So having an actual crowd in the arena with no distancing, it's going to be a little while, man. We live in very interesting times, essentially. It sucks ass, but here we are, and here we go. Buying a PS5 for 3 times the price off of eBay. I mean, if you're that desperate, I'm not going to say don't do it, but like if you have to have it on launch day, like it's that important. Like if you're dying before December, but they're going to keep making them, man. They're going to be in stock eventually. So I wouldn't pay. I would not pay 3 times the fucking price for it. That's just me, though. That's just me. Draft predictions. Anybody who's awesome on SmackDown is going to get stolen and put on Raw. That's what always fucking happens. They start doing awesome on SmackDown. Raw is floundering. They have a fucking, draft, and then they move all the good guys to Raw, and then Raw continues to flounder. And it's bullshit. Every fucking time they do it. Oh, it's so dumb. Hold on, I gotta shift here. I'm getting... Stop squeaking! I'm getting... Okay. Dizzy. It's the thing in your ear. There's like crystals in your ear canal or some shit. And if they're in the wrong spot, your body thinks you're moving. and it's not great, man. I felt like shit all day. What's going on, Blue and White Army? Where's John Cena? He's filming an HBO series for Suicide Squad, a Peacemaker spin-off. 8 episodes. So that's what he's doing at the moment. And yeah. I saw something in here about, Keezy. The game I am most excited for is called 12 Minutes. And I'm still hoping it comes out this year. Because before this month, it was Splunky 2. But that's out now. And I'm playing it. Excuse me. I had a hamburger. It's not sitting right with me. But yes, go look up a trailer for 12 Minutes. That game looks amazing. Amazing. What else we got here? When did I decide to do YouTube? 2013, when people kept demanding that Grim play video games, and he's like, I don't want to. And I'm like, well, what if I made you do it on my channel? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That was kind of where it started. But I had the channel back from when I made music. So I already had it. It was already here. But I obviously wasn't really using it that often. The Epic Games Store Apple lawsuit, or the Epic Games thing, they're poking the bear, man. Apple has a lot more money and a lot better lawyers than Epic. So that's not a good bear to poke, and I don't think it'll end up well for them. But I mean, they do have Fortnite, so, bro, I don't know. GTS Maniac in the chat, what's going on? I do see you. I can see you. What else we got here? Do I work at GameStop? No. I did work at GameStop in the year 2006 or 7 for about 2 months. I worked there. I was doing Toys R Us and GameStop in that time period. But I have not, and I only honestly got the job at GameStop on weekends because I was friends with the manager and wanted the employee discount. It was the only reason. But I didn't last very long there. But I did spend a good year and a half at Toys R Us. So that was a much easier job for me. How do I see Survivor Series and the Rumble working? Well, I think for next month, it's going to be, the same thing, 5-on-5 on whatever. That should be very much similar to last year. But the more important question there, how the fuck do you do a Royal Rumble with no crowd or in the Thunder? That's not going to be good. It's going to be a bad Rumble. Unless they change the whole concept, I don't see how you do a good one of those without having those crowd pops counting down. Like, I just don't see it working well. But yeah, that one is, if they can't have crowds by January, that's going to be a problem. A problem, man. I have not played Hyperscape. I'm kind of burned out on the whole Battle Royale genre at the moment. So, more nerdcore raps. I'm retired, man. I am pretty much retired. Untainted, what's going on, man? What's good? Yes, I'm gonna get the Xbox. I already have it on pre-order, and the PS5. So those are locked in. They should be here. I should have unboxings and videos on those when they are out next month. So very hype for that. When is Dying Light 2 coming out? That game is in dev hell and nobody fucking knows. It keeps getting pushed back. I think at this point, it's like at some point next year, like that thing's having problems, like serious problems. So I don't know how they're gonna. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I want to play it, but fuck. I have not been in the Thunderdome because watching live Raw for 3 hours is not super appealing to me. Am I going to play Monster Truck Championship? I wouldn't count on it, but maybe. Later, Nico. Have a good one. Thoughts on Sasha Banks attacking Bayley? I think that feud or that match, like they're going to do it at Hell in a Cell, but I feel like that match should be a Mania match with a crowd. But again, we're in fucked up times right now, so that's not going to happen, is it? But yeah, like that match deserves to be on the grandest stage of them all, and it not being that is kind of unfortunate. Does the Xbox work on does the Xbox Series X work on a 4K TV or the S? The S is not going to be 4K. It's like a 1080 1440 is the S, but the X is that 4K vapor chamber beast. Got a vape, bro. Super chat. So I don't have my thing set up here, so I gotta do it myself. Give me a second here. Breathe. Breathe. Super! From Black Saw saying, "What up, Slug? Hope you're doing well. Do I like Slipknot? I don't hate them, but I had seen them in concert back in the year 2000. They were having a tour that was headlined by Metallica, and it was called Tattoo the Earth, and they had it at Giant Stadium, and it was me and Graham and Doo-Hop and somebody else all went to go to that show, and it was like Slipknot, Sepultura, Seven Dust, Metallica. There were a lot of just, amazing bands on that stage. So like I'm not actively looking for their music, but I don't hate them. And yes, have an amazing day and a happy spooky season. That Amnesia game, the new one or the remaster thing is out soon. That's fucking hype. What made me think of the Grime character? Go back and watch. I did a video with Grim. It was the Grimes Toy Show shoot interview. We go through the entire 7 years of the inception up until the collapse. So it's like a half an hour. Watch that video. That explains everything. What's going on? Deleted. Did I enjoy the Avengers game? It was okay. It was kind of mediocre, but it wasn't bad. But again, I'm not a big fan of the whole games as a service model, because I want to play a game and finish a game and then be done with it and then move on. The pig with the hat is a bank from my late great grandmother for my first birthday. It is just a giant bank. Later, Tyreek, have a good one. I'm better now than I was this morning, because that was real bad. I couldn't get out of bed. It was fucking terrible. Where is Grime? He is in a bag in my closet where he lives, with the glasses and the hat and the shirt. My microphone, this one, is not fixed because this thing is still messed up, but I have my other one now that I use for the live streams, which is the MXL 990, and that is okay. It works out. It works out. Oh. Excuse me. I've had burger and fries, man, from Roy Rogers. It was pretty good. I'm sorry, Pete Dog in the building. The NXT mysterious person they're gonna have on Sunday, a former champion. There aren't that many options for former champions who aren't on TV right now. Bo Dallas, Joe, Paige. Like there aren't that many options for who that could be. So all I'm gonna say is you have to believe. My thoughts on the PS5 controller. I hope it's comfortable. We'll see. We shall see. There are several videos of me and Grim playing Friday the 13th on the channel. Go watch them. But I did play it, and I had it. It's okay. Yes, behind me is all of my consoles, and yes, that is a Super Nintendo back there somewhere. And it still works. And it still works. Cody Anderson with that super wants to know, will Cyberpunk 2077 be any good? They better fucking hope so. Like, that studio generally is not going to miss, right? So I think after The Witcher, I don't see how it could be bad, but they keep on delaying it, and they keep on having to have the whole studio crunch, and man, I think if that game flops, we're in for a world of trouble, man, because they've put the whole studio on that game, and if it's not good, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? So, man, fingers fucking crossed, knock on fucking wood. All that good shit. All that good shit. What up, Nate? What do we got here? Where are those? Oh, the Jurassic World statue things. They're still in the box back there. I don't have the room for them at the moment, which is not great. My first console, Atari 2600, when I was like 5. I had the game still, and I have a functional Atari in this room somewhere. I'm not really sure where. Yeah, well, no. See, the thing with the whole mystery with NXT was that it's someone who's not currently on TV. So Big E is on TV. I mean, they could do that, but that would be weird. Weird. Do I play golf? No. I will occasionally play a golf video game, but not very often. The problem with playing Among Us is that just making that happen with me and the boys in the same room and have it all functionally work is a wiring fucking nightmare. So it's not really on the table right now. Also, we're in a pandemic, and of course, over the internet is an even bigger headache. If we're not in the same room, it's not going to be, that, I don't know, man. It's just, if that game gets crossplay between PC and mobile, and then I can capture on PC and they're all on their phones, maybe. But even then, again, a nightmare. I am sorry to hear that, Mr. Jacob. CM Punk to NXT. Well, the thing is that the vignette was that it was someone who was a champion, right? And he was not an NXT champion. So they're lining it up to be, it has to be, like, you would assume it has to be a former NXT champion. Which again, the unactive or the non-active people who are that is Bert Alice, Joe, Paige, somebody else. There was like 4 or 5 of them. So I think most likely is Bo, but do I see Renee Young doing AEW? Possibly. Not like permanently, but you know, here and there, showing up. I could certainly see that happening. You never know. You never know. Okay. I'm still like a little bit not 100% here, which fucking sucks. Oh, mad about it. Mad about it. Will I ever do a Minecraft series? I just did 5 the other week, and they got shit views, so I wouldn't count on it. Probably not. But I do want to buy a 3080 and mess around with Minecraft and ray tracing. If I can ever fucking find a 3080, goddammit. I want one. I want one. Yes, Attack on Titan Season 4. The final season. Gonna be good times, man. Gonna be good times. I don't know anybody in Tennessee besides Mayor Kane. My name is Kane. Yes, Raw has been ass. SmackDown has been good. But guess what? We're going to have a draft, and it's going to flip-flop again, because that's what they always fucking do that. Every goddamn time. It sucks. It sucks. Do I think AEW is doing better than WWE? Generally, their long-term booking has been better, or at least the payoffs have been more satisfying. Like, think about how long ago we started off with this Omega and Hangman thing. Like, that is some long-term booking, long-term storytelling, and I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Is this room bigger or smaller than the old room? It feels bigger because I have a bed here that's smaller. So I actually have more floor space, but the actual total space might be a little bit smaller. Like the actual square footage, I think is smaller, but because I have less things in here, I don't have the armoire and the dresser in here. That I actually have more space to move around in. So that was a big thing for me to have that happen because, goddamn. Oh fuck, I think I'm done. I think at this point I've talked now and I've gotten out all of the oxygen and I'm kind of like, it's not great. It's not great. My dad's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. All things considered, he's doing okay. Yes, I watched the South Park thing this morning while I was laying down and I couldn't get out of bed. So I was like, all right, let's put that on, and it was fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. But yeah. Thoughts on Randy Orton leaving? I wouldn't see him leaving. He's got it easy, man. He's got that very relaxed Legends schedule at this point. And when he's motivated, it's fantastic. So I am dizzy because I messed up my inner ear last night sleeping, and when your inner ear is messed up, then your body thinks you're moving when you're not actually moving, and it sucks. Like, if you're laying down, you're fine, but you get up and everything starts to kind of spin, and it's been a shit day, man. I don't know what I did. I fucking slept wrong, and I woke up feeling like shit, and I couldn't get out of bed for like 6 hours. It was a bad day. But there are you can do certain like things to exercise it to kind of get it back to where it should be and fix the things in your inner ear. But it's called vertigo, and you don't want vertigo, man. It's not fun. I felt like shit all day. Black Saw again with us. I moved because my dad needs some help, and so I got out of there and got in here. So he gets help, and I have a room here to do my thing, and it all kind of works out. And I'm mostly okay. Like I'm not terrible, but I'm definitely not 100% is the biggest problem here. Because certainly if I was, I would have had videos today and not this live stream. So Fanboy Lucian with us says he's not getting 2K Battlegrounds, gonna get Black Ops. That is a good choice, because you will definitely get way more enjoyment out of Black Ops Cold War than you would 2K Battlegrounds. That is a smart move, man. Smart move. Black Saw wants to know, do I have an ear infection? I don't think so. Like, usually when your ear hurts, that's an infection. My ears don't hurt. I'm just fucking dizzy, man. It's not, it's uncomfortable to be upright. Laying down, you're fine. But I couldn't even get up and walk around this morning at like 9 in the morning. Like, it just immediately, the whole fucking room spins. You gotta just lay down. Like, you get like the cold sweats. It's the fucking worst. It's the fucking worst. Favorite RPG game is Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. But I would put any of the Persona games up there at number 2. Will we see John Cena as champion again? Probably not. I mean, like, never say never, but probably not. Because look, if they do, that would officially break Ric Flair's record. Now, if you took the next year, getting Randy Orton up to 16, and then at WrestleMania 2022, main event, John Cena, Randy Orton, the belt is vacant. Or no, I'm sorry, Randy Orton, no, yeah, the belt is vacant. They abeyance, and it's Randy Orton, John Cena, and they're both 16-time, and on the line is breaking Ric Flair's record. That would be a money match, to be sure. Would it ever happen? Probably not. You would need to hit 14, 15, 16 for Randy Orton in like a very quick thing there. And then if they're both 16 and the belt is vacant because of reasons, figure it out. And then it was, all right, whoever wins here officially is the 17-time world champion. That's fucking money. Money. When are we going to see the Battlegrounds DLC? Hopefully soon. We'll start getting something, but they have not put out a schedule. So again, pandemic, things are fucked. Give them a little bit. Will I do this year's Call of Duty on Pixels? Probably not, but there's kind of a lot of shit coming out in that same time period, and we've played them like every year, and it's kind of this same video every year, so I doubt it. But hey, if Grim buys it, then we'll see. Because last year, that's what happened, is that he bought it, and then we played it. And Nick Zub hitting that huge super for 20 big ones. Much obliged, man. Much appreciated. That has made this garbage day just a little bit better. Because, man, it's been a really shitty day. So yeah, cool. Thank you. Much obliged, Nick Zub. Much obliged. Yes, October, we should get the Boogeyman coming to get ya. Because, good God, if they don't, like, that is a missed opportunity to not have him out. Like, put out the Boogeyman on Halloween. Do that shit. What's going on, Bryce Powa? In the chat again. Will John Cena return as a heel? Doubtful. But if you have no crowd, then you can do anything. So, I mean, yeah, there's the Thunderdome, but still, if you don't have a live crowd that's going to react how you don't want them to react, then having your crowd that's going to react like you want them to, you can do anything. Later deleted. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Again, in terms of playing Among Us with the boys, that has to be solved on a filming level, not on a game level, which is going to take us. It's going to be a bit, man, because that's just a whole different level of technical bullshit. We have to get through to make sure it all works, and because again, it needs to be a good video above anything else, right? And if we can't do it right to make it a good video, then we're not going to do it. So it's still kind of like, I want to, obviously. Any hot new game, I want to do it, but getting it to work and having it be a good video is a whole different can of fucking worms, because I'm the guy who does all the tech, and they're just there to, you know, play the game. So, dumb shit, man. We'll see. We'll see. If I could run Raw, what would I change? I would put Paul Heyman back in charge of Raw. What the fuck? Let Paul Heyman run Raw again, you assholes. Fanboy Lucian with that Struba. I have to stop doing that. I'm getting lightheaded there. Imagine what Michael Myers is going to do this Halloween with the pandemic. I mean, if people aren't out doing the trick-or-treat, how's he going to murder them? Got to go door to door and murder them. Like, yeah, that'd be weird. Like, how do you socially distance a killer? Like, no one is answering their door because it's a fucking pandemic. So, right in the window. Holy shit. But yeah, that could make for an interesting bit of business there. For like a show or a movie or, you know, something. What's going on, party dude? Will Grime make more guest appearances? I'm waiting for me to unlock John Cena. Once John Cena is unlocked and Grime can play as John Cena, you will see him again on this show. Somewhere. Somehow. It'll happen. Because that needs a payoff, right? There is a... When you have a setup, you need a payoff. So, don't worry. We'll get there. But I got to unlock it first. And as I'm playing through the campaign here on the channel, that's going to be the thing to do. Should anyone else join the Hurt Business, or is 4 enough? Well, the Nation of Domination was 5, so you can always do 5. But I think they're good with 4. Like, it's not a bad for them. Obviously, right now they're 3 because of a quarantine with Cedric. But you know, there was that. Do I watch AEW? Yes. That right now, that is the only show I watch live because I have to. Raw the next day, NXT next day, SmackDown next day. Obviously, pay-per-view live But the week to week, I watch AEW live every damn week. Not gonna miss it. Not for a goddamn thing. What's going on, Isaac? Yes, that is a good question. Will the Hurt Business have their own Owen Hart? It's possible. Perhaps Bo Dallas. Favorite Call of Duty? It's not really my thing. Like, they're okay, and I've played at this point because of doing this show, this channel. I've played, you know, a bunch of them, but I don't really have a preference. They're okay. Yeah, this thing here in this room is much better than the other room. Like, just in terms of the layout, the space, the zone, I'm enjoying it a lot more here in terms of what I can do and what's going on. Oh, boy. I see evil in the chat. Everything is evil. The Lord of Darkness. The fiance to Io Shirai. My thoughts on The Rock playing Black Adam. Good for him. Good for him. Face Adam Cole is a weird prospect to me. Like, he's such a natural douche, and having him be face is just weird. It's weird. I mean, sure, you can, but some guys just have that look. They have that kind of smarmy just look that makes you want to hate them, and he has that. So, you know, what got me into wrestling? I was 14. And it was like Saturday morning. I'm going through the channels, just going, all right, what's on? Cartoons. The Undertaker. And then that was it. Like, I stopped on that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this dude with all the black and the hat and Paul Bearer? Holy shit. And then I watched it, and that was instant, man. At that point, I was hooked. I was like, my Undertaker? Fantastic. Oh, yes! Have I ever seen Marilyn Manson live? Yes. 8 times. Between the years of 2000, between the years of 99 and 03, I saw them 8 times. So yeah. That era of those shows, they were on top. These days, the albums are still okay, but their live shows currently, no, man. Just not. Like, if you had seen Manson live in 01 on the Guns, God, and Government tour, like, that was fucking the pinnacle. Those amazing. That tour I saw 4 times. In Hammerstein Ballroom and in Philly. Fucking just epic. Absolutely fucking epic. But no, the first time that I saw Manson in concert was Easter Sunday, 1999. It was nuts, man. Nuts. Less dizzy. Less dizzy. Less dizzy. Thoughts on Matt Hardy in AE Dubs? It's been okay so far, outside of that whole thing with the crane and the concrete. That was not great. That match should have been stopped. What the fuck? But otherwise, it was okay. What's going on, Matt L? Zane asks, how did I meet Grim? Well, I knew Doo-Hop when I was in grade school. So that kind of, at that point was just kind of, all right, well, this is my older brother. What's up? And they kind of went from there. The workhorse of WWE, I'm still going to say, is Cesaro. He is very underrated. Goddamn. Will we get Brother Nero versus The Fiend? I mean, it's not impossible, but I kind of do want to know, at this point, do we have The Fiend go after Roman? Or, like, what's the end? Like, who's The Fiend's next target, I think is the question. So, we'll see. Favorite WWE game on the PS2? Here comes the pain. Who do I think Jon Moxley will lose the belt to? I'm going to say Kenny Omega. Or Hangman. But I think this 8-man tournament, the finals, is going to be Kenny and Hangman. And whoever wins those finals is going to fight Moxley and beat him. So, can I get Graham? He's not here. He doesn't live here. So, no. I'm on the phone talking to the phone. I can't just close the phone and call it. It's not going to work. That's not how that works. As far as Randy Orton's whole thing, right now, again, when he is motivated, awesome. Like I've always said, a motivated Randy Orton is one of the best in the world, period. So I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying this run for Randy. It's been pretty good. After the Battlegrounds campaign, I will say, they just put out this year's mod. The WR3D21 mod is out now. I have not installed it yet, but that is a plan for a video series, definitely. As long as it works. So, we'll see. Best soda, Mountain Dew, Code Red. Are there any theme songs that don't fit the wrestler at the moment? Keith Lee. What the fuck did they do? I mean, I know why, but still, what the fuck? Gotta replace the things made by CFO. I get it, but holy shit, it's just not good. Not good. Favorite band is probably Dope. I am patiently waiting on Blood Money Volume 2. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? I need more Dope. They're so good. I've seen Dope 15 times in concert. Now, as far as bands internationally, The Pillows, I've seen 3 times, and they are amazing. So, go watch Booty Cootie. Great show, great soundtrack. Go check out The Pillows. Fantastic. You don't need to know the language. It's just good music. Fanboy Lucian again with that super says his favorite soda is Surge. Yes, Surge is fantastic. It went away. They brought it back, and then now it's kind of like, but yes. Go look up a song from one of my favorite nerd rappers, Whitey Cracker, called Surge Runner. It is fantastic. I need that green, that hocus pocus juice. He is an awesome dude, and I have hung out with him a couple times back in like 2008. Just one of the nicest dudes you can meet. Are they rushing Sasha and Bayley? It should be for Mania, yeah, man. Like, I get it. Things are kind of fucked right now, but yeah, man, that should be a Mania with a crowd matchup. Like, not in Hell in a Cell. Like, sure, yes, you want Hell in a Cell to be your ending of the feud type serious shit. Hell in a Cell, I get that, but Hell in a Cell used to be not an every year thing. So it felt more special. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's The first wrestling event that I went to was a house show in like 95 or 96. And I want to say the main event was for the IC belt, and it was it Bret Hart versus somebody, or was it Diesel versus somebody? It was a long fucking time ago. But yes, it was a mid-90s house show at the Garden, at the world's most famous arena. Recommendations for games on the Switch: Moon, Dandy Dungeon, Untitled Goose Game. Again, man, it's been a long fucking day. But yeah, there are some great games on the Switch. Mario Maker 2. Fantastic. Am I going to buy God of War 5? I will definitely GameFly it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it yet. Yes, I did buy the Super Mario All-Stars, 3D All-Stars. Yes, I own that. It's back there on that shelf. It is, man. It is. Am I going to play the Lego Star Wars? Probably not. Does it get all kind of the same? Favorite GTA game is probably still 3, but I don't know if it holds up. It's been a while. But I definitely played the most of 3. Will the draft be good? They're probably going to they're probably going to have all the good guys from SmackDown go to Raw. So no, it's going to suck. GameFly is still a fucking thing, man. GameFly has saved me thousands of dollars in the last 10 years. So I will, as long as they still exist, I'll keep on using them, because I don't buy, like, yes, I own a lot of games. I get it. But I don't buy that many games per year. Compared to how many games I play every year, which is a lot, I don't buy that many. So yes, I did hear that Minecraft Steve is not in Smash. And yet, Waluigi is not. Where is Waluigi? Am I gonna win? Like, give me wah in Smash. What the fuck? Seriously. Like, people want Waluigi. He deserves it. RC or Pepsi? I would say Pepsi. What's going on, Mike TV from Australia, from down under? Who will die first, GameFly or Redbox? I hope Redbox. I want to keep using GameFly. Like, seriously, it is a great deal for me, for what I do here, to bring you guys videos. Like, Pixels without GameFly would be a much worse show, because those games don't make, or those videos don't make as much money as those games cost. So being able to pay, $20 a month to rent them, and then send them back, and then get new ones every week, for me, is a great deal. But if I didn't have that if I didn't have that show to do, obviously a different opinion. But because I do that show every week, like, having games I can get from GameFly is very, very, for me, is very useful. And it keeps Pixels in beingness to make Grim play new games and not just old games. So, loving it. My general opinion on 2K Battlegrounds is that it's okay. Like, the grind sucks. The very limited amount of different move sets sucks. But the game is not broken. So, obviously a very low bar compared to last year, but it's not broken, so therefore, like, at $40, it's not terrible, but there are definitely better games that you'd be playing right now for $40. Seriously. Get Spelunky. It's $20. Buy it twice. I don't fucking care. Imtiaz, getting that shout out. What's going on, man? What's cracking? Fanta or Sprite? I'd say Sprite. Favorite pay-per-view? Bad Blood. Great name. No Mercy. Great name. Great game. Nightmare or Friday the 13th? In terms of movies, I would say probably Nightmare. But obviously there are way more of Friday. So it's kind of a hard thing to call. But in terms of for the first one, like, I'm gonna say Nightmare. Opinions on the Mafia games. I played 2, and it was kind of like and I played 3, and it was pretty good. Cookie, I'm doing dizzy. It's been kind of a shit day because my inner ear got all fucked up this morning, so I'm doing a stream here, so you know. B7, yes, I have both the PS5 and the Xbox on pre-order, locked in, gonna get them, can't wait. Do I still have SVR? They're all in a box back there, not there, back there. They're just a box of wrestling games. That's all they are. But yes, I have them all still. Have I played Yakuza? Have I played Yakuza? I own them all. They're all sitting right there on that shelf. Fuck yeah. I even played the PSP ones that were not in English, and I finished them in Japanese. And I don't know Japanese. So, you know, I'm in there. Love it. Love it. Halloween or Child's Play? As a kid, Child's Play fucked me up way worse. I was way more scared of that movie when I was a kid than Halloween. Like, just the talking and walking doll thing, I had nightmares as a kid. So yes, Child's Play. That first one, holy shit. Holy shit. What's going on, Julian? Guitar Hero or Rock Band? I mean, look, a guitar or a whole band? I'm gonna go with the whole band. Although Guitar Hero had Dope, and I don't think they'd had that in Rock Band. So, you know, that was in like 2, I think, on PS2. They had Dope. Yeah. I have not seen Al or Rod or Todd since February, literally. I see Grim once a week, and I've seen Doo-Hop here and there, but I haven't seen the boys since this whole fucking bullshit started. I'm mad about it. Fucking sucks. Home Alone or Elf? I'd say Home Alone. Did they fix the lag and stuttering in Trials? No. On PS4 Pro, it's still fucking broken. Fuck you, Red Links. Fuck you, Ubisoft. They didn't fix it. And, like, if you're a casual player, it's not going to affect you. If you're good at the game like I am, fucking sucks. I'm not buying it again on Xbox or PC. If it comes to Game Pass, I'll play it on Xbox. But I'm not giving them any more money for a broken game. Fuck them. Fuck them. Favorite band for Lucian is Static X. I don't know if I saw Static X in concert 2001 or 2, because I went to it wasn't Hammerstein, it was the Roseland Ballroom in New York, and it was Dope, Static X, and Powerman 5000 was the bill. Great show. Great show. I don't really have any predictions on NXT for this. I think it's on Sunday, not Saturday. What day is the 4th? Yeah, like, why is NXT happening on Sunday and not Saturday? What the hell? What the hell? Yes, I have my PS5 and Xbox pre-orders are locked in. I'm getting them. It's gonna happen. Can't wait. Yes, I watched last night's South Park. Fucking hilarious. Good times, man. Good times. Among Us or Fortnite? I have not played Among Us yet, so has not happened yet. At some point, but hasn't happened. What do we got here? As far as Grim playing Crash Bandicoot, I'm waiting on GameFly to ship that game. So tomorrow they should ship it, and it'll take like about a week to get here, and you know, should happen. So as long as they ship it, then we're good. They just shipped me a copy of that Star Wars Squadrons game. So fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. As far as playing Mario All Stars, maybe. The one back there, the one that's rare. That is the Panasonic GameCube. It was only out in Japan. It is a GameCube that plays DVDs, and it was not cheap when I bought it in like 02 or 03. But yes, the Panasonic Q. Unfortunately, I don't have the Game Boy player that they put out for that. It was mail order only, and it was mail order only in Japan. So those go for about $800 these days on eBay. I'm not paying that much for a fucking Game Boy player. Not gonna happen. But it's super rare. Aaron Almond. I have been retired from the Nerd Rap game since about 2013. So have not written or recorded since then. My top 3 One Piece moments. The X on the arm thing that happened at the end of Alabaster Arc is up there. Robin saying that she wants to be saved at the end of the Enies Lobby arc. And Soge King, the song he had on the train. Fucking 1,100 hits. Loo la la loo. Fucking amazing. That whole thing was amazing. I have not played Fall Guys in a bit. I'm waiting on the next season, which is going to be like in like 5 or 4 days. So I want to make Grim play Fall Guys Season 2. New stages, new stuff. Can't wait. Can't wait. But yes, so hopefully next week, if it's out when we actually film on like a Monday or Tuesday. My favorite superstar, or should I say superstar, Cesaro. He's really, really good. Underrated. And pound for pound, the strongest. My thoughts on Steve in Smash Bros. Is where's Waluigi? Wah. Come on, man. Oh, that was me from the fucking camera. Whoop, 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 whoop. Where's Grime? In the bag, in the closet. Where he lives with the coat and the glasses and the shirts. And the shirts. Yes, I played last year's Star Wars and I finished it, and it actually was pretty good. Not bad. So I'm hoping that Squadrons is good. And it has VR. And you guys know, I love VR. I love it. It's so good. The return of Jimmy Uso. I don't know what his injury timeline is, unfortunately. Yes, I have Persona 5 is back there. I don't have Royal, but I have the baseline. I finished it back in 2017, but I didn't buy Royal, which is funny because I have 3 and 3 Fez. I have 4 and 4 Golden, but I didn't buy 5 Royal. I was like, I'm not going to play that game again. It's like 90 hours. I'm good. It's a long fucking game. Holy shit. Nathan asks, how is life? I mean, besides today, which has been a bad day with this whole inner ear thing, it's been pretty good. I mean, outside of the whole pandemic, but today's been just not great. I'm hoping that back to regular tomorrow, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. But if tomorrow I wake up and it's the same shit as today, that's a problem. That's a problem. Also, speaking of problems, all right, I'm like battery. Holy shit. It's fine. Golden Boy, I have both PS5 and Xbox Series X on pre-order. So as long as I don't get fucked on those, but I have them locked in at both Walmart and Amazon. So hopefully somebody comes through and gives me new consoles. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Opinions on the Wii. I hate motion controls unless it's VR. So I didn't like the waggle, even the extra like motion plus shit. Not a fan. Not a fan. Do I like the Undertaker? Yeah, man. Legend. If not for Taker, I would not be watching wrestling. End of. My ears, for those who are just tuning in at like an hour and a half into this fucking stream, this morning I got up and something in my inner ear was not right, so I couldn't stand up because like the vertigo, I get up and like the whole room was like spin. So it's been like I'm better now than I was, this morning, but it's been dizzy. Not great. Not great. After I finish the Battlegrounds story, am I going to do the challenge mode? No. No. People would not watch that. No. I had not heard that Bray and Alexa are hurt. I hadn't heard that. Will they put 2K22 on the Switch? Maybe. I would be more concerned is, are they going to put 2K22 on the new consoles? Because they wouldn't say if they would or not last year. And if they don't, that's kind of fucked up. We'll see. We'll see. My favorite thing in school in terms of subjects was band. I played the trumpet, and it was a good time. First game console was the Atari 2600 when I was like 5. I had Pong, and I had Moon Patrol, and Asteroids. Old shit. And then I got the NES after that. Rock and Roman soon? I wouldn't say soon, but I would say at some point, yes. For Mania, hopefully. But perhaps for SummerSlam next year. If there are crowds. Because if you want to get The Rock and not have a crowd, like, what's the point of having The Rock? Like, it needs to have a crowd for that shit, You need to have that audience reaction. Oh, they're holding up SmackDown on their back. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yes. That is currently one of the most intriguing things on that show right now. Right now. Can you still buy games new on PS5 digital and Xbox Series S? Yes. Only digital, not on a disc. And obviously I love physical media. So I'm buying the consoles that use physical media. And not, because the thing is, those things will always go down in price faster than digital. Always. So, gotta have me a disc in a box. Yes, please. Please. Excuse me. Just the hamburger, man. Favorite moment from the Attitude Era. I think the one that I mentioned the most, like, I'm not going to say it was the best, but the moment that I mentioned the most, that is the biggest in-joke with my friends, is Mae Young giving birth to a hand. My baby, my baby. It was terrible, but it's still up here, man. I can still picture it. It was so bad. Not surprising that folks are fighting over those things, because it's, you know, man, every console launch, it's rough. It's rough. I met Grim because I knew Doo-Hop in grade school. Yes, I'm hoping that we get this whole, you know, vaccine thing and go back to being able to watch wrestling with the boys. That's the goal, man. Like, everything else, whatever. But that's the goal. So, here, hopefully soon, because this fucking shit sucks, man. Sucks ass. Lucian with that I had not heard that AC/DC is back, and, like, didn't one of them die? Like, how does that work? Did they get somebody new? Like, also, how are you gonna have a concert in a pandemic? That's what? How do you have a, like, all right. Some shows, you know, you have, you know, your things in seats and you can have the seats out. But if you're going to a metal show, a rock show, and you're not getting down in the mosh pit, what are you doing? If you can't have a mosh pit, why? Like, I'm not going to go see bands and not be down there. Well, for me now, being old and broken, I'll be in a seat. But if I'm gonna go see Nine Inch Nails, I'm not gonna be, you know, like, if you're in shape, get down there in the pit, man. That's the fun of the show. So, yeah, it sucks. I don't spend time discussing bullshit like politics, but I will say one thing and one thing only. The people responsible for making the mail slow down because they're trying to fuck up the election, fuck them. I have a job to do. Get me my fucking GameFly, assholes. But otherwise, not going to talk bullshit. Because, again, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. Favorite part of Mania 33 was Owens off the fucking sign. Good stuff. Linkin Park or Slipknot? I would go with Slipknot. But hey. All right. My voice is done. I am shut. I thank you guys for hanging out here for an hour and a fucking half. Holy shit. I'm still kind of like, I'm not quite 100%, but hopefully back on track tomorrow for some 2K Battlegrounds. That's the plan. But yeah, this was just all right. Let me get you some stuff here and just talk for a while and see until I feel. So now that I know I can do an hour and a half, I think tomorrow morning for half an hour to get that filmed Battlegrounds, I should be good. As long as I don't wake up feeling like shit. So fingers crossed. And then Pixels on Saturday. Already filmed, already edited. Fight Crab Saturday with Grim. Look forward to that. But I'll see you guys right here. More videos, more streams, probably more shit soon. Baldur's Gate 3 is out on Tuesday. I cannot miss that for the goddamn world. I'll see you then. I'll see you here. More videos. And I'm out. Peace.